What's going on, everybody in the drip community? Alright. You know what? I've been doing this for like a week or something like that, and I have yet to say, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe for more videos. Hit that bell notification to be notified whenever I post a video. I can't believe I haven't said that all week. Like, damn. I watch YouTube videos like all day, all the time, all kinds of videos, and I've never said that. Jeez. Anyways, yep, here we are. Let me see, the drip price is just under $5. I really wish I had more cash because I would just put it all into drip. I am extremely bullish on drip. I haven't been this bullish on a DeFi project in like a while, probably since I first really got into DeFi, and I just jumped in head first. Yes. If, in case you're wondering, my first DeFi project was Olympus DAO. Yeah. I actually did pretty good at first, I did really well. Really well. Like, really well. And then I got greedy. And I got stupid. But whatever. That's an entirely different video. And then my second project, of course, was Strong Block, which whatever. Back then I didn't know about drip. I think I started hearing about drip probably around I think really like January or something, really, because like I'd been heavy into DeFi since about a year ago, last year at this time, September. And then like I got into it like it was like right after Ohm, and then I learned about Strong Block, and then I learned about Wonderland, but Wonderland had only been out for a month, so the APY on that thing at the time was like insane. It was insane, and I profited like crazy on that. But that's a whole other thing. Anyways, but I really haven't been this bullish because like all those projects, like they eventually all had to change the model, the way how they worked, because basically they couldn't handle it, because like Ohm, you could stake your money, right? You stake your tokens, and then you unstake and you just took them all out, which ultimately, and then just the whole getting paid 3 times a day thing, which was incredible. But with such high APY and everything just going so crazy last year, and everything was just going up, it's like everything you bought, you couldn't make a mistake, for that little bit of time. It was just euphoric. It was truly something insane. I should have known the top was in when I was at like Safeway. I was still working, like I was making way more money than my job, right? But it was in crypto, and I was pretty much like reinvesting most of my profits. And then I ran into a guy at Safeway, and then we just got to talking because I had to help him out doing something for work or whatever. And then he kind of mentioned that he was like stay at home, pretty much like just working from home. And then I was just curious. I was like, what do you do? And he was just like, kind of like, internet stuff, right? But then he mentioned like, and I also do crypto on the side. I was like, oh, cool, crypto. Like, what kind of stuff? And then he's just like, yeah, I'm in this project called Time Wonderland. And I was like, what? What? And that's right then. I should have known that was the top. You know what I mean? Some dude I met at Safeway is making money from Time Wonderland. And I was like, oh. But yeah, that was probably around November. It was early November when everything was just right before it really got crazy. And then everything crashed. But at the time, everything was great. So, like, what I'm saying is, like, these projects, they pretty much all... Well, Ohm already had it into the model, so I'm not going to dig hard at Ohm. Like, they always said that the project was going to lose APY over time, and that the token value would go down, which I kind of don't see how. And I don't see what would be the incentive, to buy it at this. Like, I don't get it, you know. But other projects, they basically have to change the model, the original model, because there's nothing keeping people from, besides new money coming in, right? From like keeping the project going. So they all have to change the model, right? So Drip, what they did was, instead of like changing the model of Drip, they decided to like create something else completely different, and just that adds utility to Drip, and also adds utility to the native tokens, which I think other DeFi protocols can learn from this, because instead of like getting investors, right, into their projects, into their protocols, and then investing their money, and then being like, oh, we can't do what we originally said we were going to do, because it's unsustainable, then they change the model, and essentially that just kills the project, because what it does is it ruins like community trust, and without community you don't have anything. Your project is pretty much it doesn't matter. You lose community trust, that's like everything in a project. It's like the lifeblood, you know what I mean? So you might as well just like mute Twitter posts at that point, just like Strong, basically they'll post something and then mute the Twitter chat so that you can't respond, unless you retweet, and every retweet is like totally a diss towards it, because they totally screwed everybody. But what I'm saying is, what Drip did was they created something, and then they saw that eventually they could run into a problem like other protocols did. So what they did was they created something completely different that works with it, and I think just a lot of projects can learn from Forex Shark and his team to like create actually sustainable DeFi projects in the future. I think it's going to be amazing. So like, I am 100% on board with Drip, the Drip network, the Drip ecosystem. Like, this is just all I'm going to focus on, Drip, and eventually I will be getting into Animal Farm. Some bullish news, crazy news came out today. I don't know if people, if they aren't talking about it already. Your favorite Drip YouTubers will be talking about it soon. But basically, they are going to add, I don't know, he said on the website, so I don't know if it's on the Drip website, but you're going to be able to buy Drip and pigs and dogs, I believe all three, with cash or credit. That is insane, because that opens up a whole other like stream. Like, it kind of could send it mainstream, because that would mean that anyone could just buy it without having to do KYC or DeFi wallets. You don't even, because like, I know people that want to get into DeFi, but they don't even know how to set up a DeFi wallet, you know what I mean, without someone walking them through it, or really putting in some time and learning how to do it on YouTube and stuff like that, you know what I mean. And a lot of people, they just don't want to do that. They don't even want to learn how to try to do it. They just want to be lazy and just do it. So this is going to make it so the everyday average person could just get into the project without having to do hardly anything, which is going to be like so much more volume coming into the protocol, which will essentially, it will increase the values of the tokens, I think. I mean, I don't know. And then what's really crazy about it is we're still in a bear market. Drip didn't exist like at the end, like in the last bear market. You know what I mean? There was nothing like this that existed then, everyone was just kind of betting on, for the most part, their favorite layer ones and stuff like that. There was some farming, but it just wasn't quite there yet, like in 2019, like, no, there wasn't hardly that much money in farms, like the farms that even existed, So I don't even think Uniswap was like really really tight yet. You know, I don't know. I don't think it was like really there yet. Because I remember 2018, like the DeFi then, it was like it was kind of crap. You know, it was kind of way more of a pain in the ass where you had to go in there and um, like figure out DeFi and try to buy like tokens that were really really hard to find. Um, at the time, they they were really clamping down on um, ICOs. So it was really hard to find ICO tokens. The only way to do it was basically essentially it was DeFi, you know, like trying to go on decentralized exchanges and find ICO tokens. It was a whole mess. It's crazy. But what this is going to do is going to, I mean, Drip is building in the bear market, right? So eventually, when we do reverse and we have a bull market and people are pouring money from like like everywhere, like you'll be able to buy tokens with a MasterCard. Like that's gonna be insane. We're in a bull market. I could see the Drip token exceeding its previous all-time high. And I'm not even shilling. I really do think that it's a possibility, just because like there's only Drip is a very low supply token. You know, it's only about roughly like a million, I think, something like that, and that's not much at all. You know, I mean, you saw a strong block, right? At the time when it had a million in circulation, that thing went to $1,200 or more, maybe 14 at one point. You know, it was crazy. So like, if Drip goes mainstream and it catches like adoption, I'm not gonna say it's gonna go to 1,000, right? But there's a possibility that it could go 1,000. It could go to 1,000, you know, easily. I mean, the tokenomics are definitely there, you know. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But honestly, I mean, so that's why I'm at this price. I'm just loading up on it, you know. I'm just stacking up, compounding, you know, just relaxing. The price doesn't faze me at all. I've been here before. I'm like a vet for real. So, yeah, just kind of riding it out. But the news today is very bullish for the entire ecosystem, and I think everyone should be, you know, really looking forward to it. I think it has a bright future. I think the entire ecosystem has a bright future, and the community's great, you know. So, I'm stoked to be a part of it, and yeah, see what happens, you know. All right, that is enough from me today. I'll be back tomorrow, I believe, with another one. Peace